Nashma. Hi, Nashma.
Hi, Isaac. Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Love to sit with you. Need to sit with you.
It's getting quieter.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Been a bit extreme about speaking up and resistance, receiving resistance, and not knowing whether to speak or not, and all that. It feels old, and it was a bit extreme. Really out of balance. It helps to sit very much to sit with you and see it as a
Yeah.
a pattern. Yeah.
You know, my senses, I mean, just looking at how I've been exploring what's going on in me, you know, as this whole narrative rolls out. I think, you know, many of us are touching old trauma vortexes of genocide and all that kind of stuff. And so it's tricky because when you go to speak up, you know, a lot of us are touching those old information packets or whatever you want to call. And even though we would love to speak up in a clear voice, you know, it does touch a lot of stuff that is tricky to navigate. So, yeah, but it's a great opportunity. It's really fantastic. I'm finding it anyway. Very exciting in Australia at the moment. There's more than 1 million people in Canberra. 1 million people. That's a lot of people, man. My God. And people are streaming in. Just.
In Holland, there's now been 1 million people supporting and not to go for 2G, for a division, for two groups. In a petition, there were 1 million. That was also new for us. Yeah.
Fantastic.
In Canada. Yeah. But thank you, Isaac. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
This,
Hey, Gaiji.
Thanks for taking me or picking me or however.
Yeah. I've been with you in my heart. Just.
No. That's such an amazing experience. And I feel so many people carry us in their hearts. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes.
You know, in a way, if it's possible, it's to track just with Bina as she's going through the different bardos, just gently. I mean, it's, you know her by heart, you know her by just, maybe it's imagination, but just resting with her, holding her hand, and yeah, all this will be there. Yeah.
Yes. I know she's doing great.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
And what a gorgeous being. She went through that with such a greatness, such a power. Wow. And I'm really thankful that I could be with her all the time.
Yeah. And for her too, just to have you there. Wow, amazing.
Yes. It's like somehow like when my first son was born. It's,
You know, I wondered about that for you, because when I've been with people in that transition, it felt so similar to the energy of birth. It blew me out. It's like, whoa.
yes, it's stronger because it goes not only in that joy somehow,
Yeah.
bigger range even. It's wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we all felt that, and we were at the end we were 4 people being with her, but before also her sons were there, but they at a certain point they said, well, I have to drop out, it's too much for me. And
Understand.
yeah, and it was like we said, it's like in a birth room. I don't know the English word to Kastal, yeah. We are here and waiting for it to happen somehow. And yeah. And people ask me, how are you? Or I said, I don't know. I don't know how I am. It's just amazing. When she passed, and then I came in the night. I came home. I opened the door, and it felt like I went into being. It was like she was everywhere here. It's unbelievable. Thank you for being with me.
Thank you.
And all, thank you.
runter.
Oh, touching. It feels, you know, since we had the retreat and what happened in the belly, our third chakra, and I really can, it feels like my whole life is going through, you know, everything feels a lie what I was living before, you know. It is
Fantastic.
fantastic, you say, but for me.
I notice even the tone of your voice has changed. The way there's a lot of just
yes,
incredible.
And what Gaia shared, it just comes up, you know, since 3 years now. For 3 years, it was like I would die of cancer, and this 3 years, it feels like with this, what happens now, to touch first time to live, you know, like, and even when I wasn't aware that so much personality is there, what just let me not live somehow, you know, not, oh my God, so, and it all cracks together, and I mean, I don't know, but this is just where I am right now, and I feel so grateful, you know. Sometimes I know when a retreat was like, oh, just bliss, and then we were so grateful, but the last one, it was like the opposite, you know, like one vomiting another from the third chakra, and to be grateful that it's just a mess, you know, like it's not a mess, but it feels like, and just wanted to share, and it's like relaxing into life somehow, you know. And I don't know why. Also, the last 2-3 days was like touching childhood, you know, like being again in the world, and enjoying so much different things. Really, like, oh my God. Yeah. Lily, Lily, can you put off? Yeah, thank you. Isaac, can you speak, please?
Sure. Sure. Did that work?
Now, yeah, now you are back again. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Antje. Thanks, Antje.
Thank you, Isaac.
Mm. Susanna. Hmm.
It happens more and more that I can't manipulate people anymore. You know, it's somehow, it's not that I intently want that, but
Yeah, for sure.
it's such a habit,
Mm.
and it's getting finer and finer.
Mm.
So the slightest hint, I get it mirrored, or something people say, "Eh." So, wow. And on the one hand, I love it, and on the other hand, it's so, yeah, it's somehow like losing the ground, or
Mm.
no. So nothing is in my hand anymore. And even also not telling the truth is also not possible anymore. No, or sometimes it feels like there is such a fight because something wants really come up and come out, and there's something that fears the consequences and it's trying to push it down, and it's really, it feels like bursting, this fight.
And how would you describe this moment?
It's the head getting a little dizzy, and the body is feeling something is doing this throughout the belly and the chest, and there is peace at the same time. and love. And there is really a big gratitude, a gratefulness that you are so available.
Yes. Ina, Ina, are you still muted? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. For me, beautiful.
Yeah, it feels great. I feel like my heart is, or not my heart, but the heart is very empty and embracing everything, and then dropping more and more and more in deeper layer of the body. Yeah. And my body is quite tired. And there's a lot of headache. I guess it's because an injury in the neck I got like more than a year ago when I did too heavy work in the garden. But the vertebrae are out of line. So sometimes, yeah, like last week, it's a lot not so nice. But it doesn't interfere with this happiness and love and seeing that it's like acceptance that everything is like it is and people are like they are and behaving like they do. It's really growing. It's, yeah, so very happy with that. Get a lot more peace.
Yeah, for sure. You know, for my body, I can say osteopathy. If you can find a good osteopathist,
Yeah,
then it
I
can
had
really help.
in the beginning of the year of last year, I had someone which is very good, but then he told me after five
Sessions.
times, yeah, after 5 sessions, he told me I can't do anything for you anymore.
Wow.
So I stopped. Now I go regularly to a physiotherapist just to make the muscles more loose.
Loose, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you, sweetheart. Happy.
Thanks. Chinmoy, I see.
Hi.
Hi, Lily.
Hi. So
I don't see you. I just see. Let me try pin you again. Now I see you. Good. Yeah. Good.
okay,
I
lovely.
see you.
Thank you. I need to speak. I had a challenge from the family, and it's coupling up with this patch we're all experiencing now with the mandates. So it's my sister's birthday, and she chose to go to a restaurant and to a games place. And she didn't tell me about it, and then she invited me to come over to her house at the end of the day. Now, she knows well I can't join them, so that's why she didn't tell me about it.
Yeah.
So this system feels obviously now hurt. I won't lie.
Yeah. So just notice that somehow is interpreted. There's an interpretation that shows up as hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's the last thing you expect from your family.
Yeah. And yet, you know, I mean, my sense of her not telling you was because she knew that you couldn't come. And so it wasn't to cause trouble with you, it was to try and not create ripples for you. So in some ways, it was trying to be considerate, in my view, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. there's also anger, and then I see just these systems, characters around, you know.
Sure. Yeah, it's totally fine. You see it, you feel it. This hurt comes up, anger comes up.
Yeah, yeah.
And so usually when those things come up,
Mm.
the automatic habit is to project it out onto someone, that someone did something wrong, or to project that there's something wrong with us, that we feel that way. And both of
Yeah.
and a lot of times it does both.
Mm.
You know, but
Oh.
those are projections, and they're not
Yes.
worth believing. You know, it's just hurt happened, anger happened.
Because there's no two ways about it. I definitely took it personally, and I felt disrespected in that way, because you go to someone's birthday to honor them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And,
so I don't want to do things in anger, yeah.
so that taking it personally, is that something you did, or is that something that just happened by itself? If it was up to you, would you take it personally?
No.
No. So you can see there's just some old information that usually gets taken personally.
Yeah.
It's just the old stuff playing, doing its dance.
Yeah.
And you have an opportunity to go with it and believe it, or to no, that's okay. It wants to do that stuff somehow. That there's still some momentum of projecting it or feeling it left out or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay that it does that.
Yeah.
So try to feel left out right now. You're not doing very good at that.
It's amazing. I even saw the mind being connected in something like really round golden thing, you know, like really, like you're not away, you're not abandoned. Oh, the child within is just so there that way.
Mm.
Oh,
And even to call it the child within, I would say there's just like a momentum of automatic unconscious habits.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
call it the child within, you know, maybe the leftovers of a child organization, but there is no child within. If we did an autopsy, we wouldn't find it.
Not yet. Oh God. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so in the system right now, there's okay.
Right now,
I'm
come back to
watching
now.
now.
Yeah. Just right now. Yeah.
Head is buzzing intensely, but there is peace.
Say again, I didn't hear that last.
There is peace in this focus here in the heart, and
Okay.
vastness as well. Wow. Wow. Because now there's different possibilities, but also flexibilities of flow with
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, if you look at it, you're probably more in her mind than everyone else, because for her she didn't quite know how to deal with it. And so it would have occupied her, that would occupy her attention, especially if she values you as a sister or whatever. That would have been on her, in her consciousness.
Yeah, well, it's the other sister that spilled the beans last night, and now when jaw drop, whatever, So she never told me. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's like that. If it was you, just imagine if the foot was on, the shoe was on the other foot, and you weren't telling her, wouldn't you have it on your mind then? And yeah, so you're in her heart and in your mind, just.
That's so sweet. Thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're strange people sometimes, we really
Just tell me.
Oh, thank you so much. It's just like, wow. Wow.
So wish your sister happy birthday and tell her sorry that projecting happened on her. But your sense of humor has returned. and it's not serious. Or not. Tell her you pissed at her forever and never going to
Thank you
speak
so
to her
much.
again.
You're beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh.
Rainer.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Rainer.
I would like to rest with you a little.
With pleasure.
For me, it really feels lovely today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
Happy to hear.
Yeah.
Mm.
My sense is that something recognizes that I'm completely tracking you and I'm with you. And it's all good.
Mm.
Yeah. Nothing has to be anyway. Just enjoying these moments together.
Mm.
Yeah. it's funny because it feels like your system loves resting together like this, but it's not used to it. So it kind of, it's learning it.
It's kind of
It
new.
goes away and comes back. Yeah, it goes
Mhm.
away and comes back. It's sweet. It's really sweet. Very sweet.
It feels like making myself vulnerable when I'm opening. And there's still a little voice which becomes very attentive when it realizes I'm getting vulnerable.
Mhm. I would say, rather than that you're discovering the vulnerability that's always there.
Say again, please.
Rather than getting vulnerable,
Yeah.
it's like discovering the vulnerability that's always there
Yeah. Mhm.
underneath. It's there always.
Thank you.
Thanks. Mukti. Hello.
System is a little bit all over the place. So
No worries. How do you like meeting so deeply?
see again.
How do you like meeting so deeply?
There's a part of me that longs it so much, and another part that it's just, yeah, it's resisting it, or
Let it. Let it.
you can see how I'm trying to trying to resist the resistance.
do you have windows in the room that you're sitting in?
Yeah, but there's a lot of resistance to let, because there's kind of energies attached to the physical, especially to the face. So knowing that it's being recorded, it's even more difficult then. And there's other things also, or other resistance, I can see that.
Yeah. Tell me where there's a resistance in this moment.
Where is the resistance, you say?
Yeah, right now. Our hearts are kissing each other. Where's the resistance?
Well, I mean, if I open the window, there would be resistance. That's why I keep it closed, so it feels more safe.
Safe, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just, I can feel like the happiness of being able to just be like this with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple, huh? Simple happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With you, but the longing to be able to be like this with everybody.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Doesn't take effort, huh? Beautiful. Yeah, cool. Great, Mukti.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Mm. Inga. You're still muted on mine.
Hi. Hello,
Hi.
hello everybody. I'm really enjoying sitting with all of you and observing all the interactions and your beautiful smile. I thought like, they're gonna ask Isaac, let's do some love making. Really,
It is like that.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The moment is super clear that it is. Mm. It's so nourishing and so inspiring to see all these different dimensions of love making. Mm. Privilege.
Yeah. And it's in that, it's in the direction of unconditional. That there's no conditions for it. It just, yeah, it's just loving love, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it so exquisite.
Yeah.
Mm. Hmm. Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Definitely. Katarina. Hi.
It's like a long time. Hey.
it feels like this, such a sweetness. I can't believe it. And nakedness. And it allows me to, and love, and it allows me to, yeah, just to drop in this all is well feeling, whatever, whatever. I'm so grateful. I feel these meetings have brought me through the whole 2 years. And yeah, it's playing in every, every time I meet some, it's just this awareness everywhere. You make me believe God exists. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a funny request, but you shared before somehow with us the smell of this ginger flower. And I wonder if it would be technically possible to see that flower.
Let me see.
Oh, thank you.
See if I can do that. Can you see?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. It's a big one, huh? Wow. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Could you see them?
Yes. Beautiful.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. That was fun. Listening, I made a bit of a mess here with some water. No problem. Cool.
Thank you. That's growing in Australia, wild or?
Growing wild. I mean, we have some on this land, but it's a slightly different variety. There's maybe you know, there's places here that are really like the jungle, and it's been a super wet season here. It's been like raining every day, and so plants like that love it, and they like the, you know, each flower bud is about that big. I mean, it's incredible. And the flowers, like when you leave them for a day or two, they start to drip with nectar, and you can kind of go there and put your tongue and actually get a little bit of nectar from them. It's quite incredible. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
So welcome. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Bas, thank you very much for hosting. Thank you all for participating in this love field. Ciao for now.